What's good, R&B squad? This is Heart of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new here, welcome. We don't believe that you're here by accident. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. So I have a warning, and I also have good news. I'm going to go with the warning first, all right? This is going to be a kingdom spouse word. I saw a letter, I saw rejoicing, and I saw a complaint being made, okay? Before I get into the details, the Lord gave me Psalm 116, verses 5 to 6 for you guys, and that reads, "The Lord is gracious and righteous, our God is full of compassion. The Lord protects the simple-hearted. When I was in great need, he saved me." And then he took me to Psalm 52, verse 8. "But as for me, I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the loving kindness of God forever and ever." So in the next couple days, I want you guys to meditate on Psalm 52 and Psalm 116, okay? I meditated on them. Let those be your strong tower in the upcoming days, all right? So let me get into my notes here because it is quite a lot. The Lord made me laugh because he referred to your person, for whoever this is for, as your famous kingdom spouse. And the reason why he referred to your person as your famous kingdom spouse is by now the entire heavenly host knows about you guys. The entire heavenly host knows about your long, difficult journey to your union, okay? So they're rooting for you guys up there. So your famous kingdom spouse. And for some of you, it can actually mean that your kingdom spouse is actually somebody famous. Not all of you, but for some of you, your kingdom spouse might have some level of being known or some level of being famous. Maybe they're into the arts and entertainment. Maybe they're a known business person. It could be anything. They could be popular within their church, in their community. For some of you, it's someone who's actually well known here on earth, okay? For others of you, famous kingdom spouse just means that the heavenly host knows about you guys and they're rooting for you guys, all right? So there's that. The Lord used the term Roger that. Now, the term Roger that was used previously and is still used now to convey that a message has been received and understood. So your kingdom spouse has received the message that has been conveyed to him or to her from the Lord. They know it's time, they know it's the appointed time, and they are getting ready to move. Be prepared and strengthen yourself at this time. Strengthen yourself in the knowledge that they're coming. Some of you may feel wilted. Some of you may feel weak. Some of you may feel like giving up. Be strengthened in the fact that you know now that they're coming, okay? And be prepared to connect with them, for them to connect with you, and be ready for your bond and for your union to be secured and strengthened as well, okay? Now, the letter that you guys are about to receive, for some of you, the communication is going to come in the form of an actual written letter, okay? Because I saw a letter. For some of you, you're going to get it in the mail. For some of you, it is going to be hand delivered by your kingdom spouse themselves, all right? So you're going to get a twofer. Not only are they going to have a letter written for you because they have so much to say, but you're going to see them as well. So they're going to hand deliver this letter to you. All right. The letter is going to be very long and it is going to be very detailed. And even if it is not a letter, whatever form of communication that they use to reach out to you, they have a lot to say, because when I saw this letter, it was pages and pages. Okay. There was a lot on it. This letter, the contents of this letter or the contents of this communication is going to bring you great joy, not just you, but your kingdom spouse as well. Now, the enemy is going to see y'all rejoicing, right? This is where the warning comes in. The enemy is going to see the two of you rejoicing, and he's going to lodge a complaint with his little cronies in hell, okay? With the demons and some of the demons that he has in human form right here on this earth, okay? He's going to be lodging a complaint like, yo, do you guys see them rejoicing? I know they're not rejoicing. So he is going to be making an attempt to kill your joy, all right? Now, this attempt is going to be unauthorized by God. Now remember, a couple words back, the Lord reminded us that the only way that the enemy's attempts can touch us is if he allows them. And not just that, but if he allows them, it's because he's going to use them. Well, in this case, this latest complaint and this latest attempt that the enemy is going to try against you and your kingdom spouse is unauthorized. The Lord is like, I didn't tell you that you could do that. Who did you ask for permission to do that? Okay? So because the enemy is so angry, he's going to make that unauthorized attempt to kill your joy. And an attempt may be even made on your life for some of you. Okay? But the Lord put emphasis on the fact that it is going to be a weak and feeble, emphasis on the weak attempt. Refers to Psalm 116 and Psalm 52. It is not even going to touch you. The Lord has placed a protective fence around you, okay? And you guys know what I saw? The Lord is so creative. The way he just conveys things. This is what I saw. See, I used to be a real tomboy when I was a child, and there were times when I would spend some summers at my great-grandparents' house, okay? And my great-grandfather, he had a construction business. So sometimes I would be outside in the backyard just looking around at stuff, looking around at the things that he had laying around, right? And that's how I got to know about this particular material. So the Lord showed me this person. And the person was coming down from what seemed like a dangerous ledge, like a dangerous height. They weren't supposed to be up there, but somehow they got up there, okay? But how the person managed to come down to safety was that they were putting their foot, they were stepping on HDPE plastic material, HDPE plastic buckets or containers, okay? Now let me explain what HDPE plastic containers are. These are hard plastic containers that are resistant to mold, mildew, rotting, insects, and basically resistant to destruction and physical damage. Did you guys get that? So this person was coming down from this dangerous height, coming down from this dangerous ledge. And to get down, the person was stepping on these buckets, these containers that were made of HDPE plastic, which is resistant to destruction and physical damage. And that's how they got down safely. Okay? So I reiterate, whatever the enemy is going to try to do to you and your person, you're going to be resistant to it. No damage is going to be done. And this is the second time that the Lord repeated that to me. Whatever attempts the enemy makes now against the two of you, it's not going to do any damage. All right? And the other thing is, let me look at my notes. Right. I saw people traveling, people en route, people being transported. And at one point, they looked as if they were all marching along in unison. Okay? For a lot of people waiting, this means that your kingdom spouses are coming. They're on the way as I record this, all right? Some are coming from further or more difficult spots than others. God is refreshing them, providing them with what they need for their travels, and quickening them so that they can get to you, all right? And finally, I saw a fledgling, a baby bird nesting. So that simply means that the promise has arrived. It is here. I really hope that that word bless someone, and I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.